Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Cliff sent me a link to a story he saw on Teslarati, written by Joey Clendon. And the headline says, Tesla owner fights for warranty after breaking Model 3 drivetrain with tank tracks. There's so much to unpack in that headline. But apparently a Tesla owner who installed tracks on his Model 3 is fighting for the vehicle's warranty after the vehicle's drive unit and axles were damaged. And this all, you have to know what these things are. Calling them tank tracks is a little bit not quite correct. You can get these tracks, though, that you can put on a truck, aftermarket, obviously, that some companies make, and they allow you to drive on snow. And I've seen vehicles set up with these tracks on all four corners, for instance. So apparently, this guy named Michael, who's got a YouTube channel, imagine that, shared his story over Twitter on Friday, noting that Tesla had refused warranty repairs on his 3-month-old Model 3 after it broke down. Now, there was tweets, there's a video, there's all kinds of social media going on, or as Ryan Seacrest says, soch. In a series of tweets aimed at members of the Tesla community, including CEO Elon Musk, Michael indicated his encounter with the company's service representatives. Tweeting a photo of his Model 3 on the back of a flatbed service truck, Michael was informed that his vehicle's electric motor had failed. Now, according to the handbook, Tesla Parts, Body, and Paint Repair Limited Warranty, damages that result from vehicle mods, including the installation of accessories, are not covered under the warranty. And the quote from the document is, "This Tesla Parts, Body, and Paint Limited Warranty does not cover any damage or malfunction directly or indirectly caused by, due to, or resulting from normal wear or deterioration, abuse, misuse, negligence, accident, collision, impact, lack of or improper use, maintenance, storage, or transport, including but not limited to any of the following. Failure to contact Tesla upon discovery of a defect covered by this warranty. Any repair, alteration, or modification to covered parts or the installation or use of any parts or accessories made by a person or facility not authorized or certified to do so." Now, some people are going to point that and say, Steve, but that's not completely enforceable, because it says here something about using unauthorized or not authorized parts or service. And there is that gray area, and it's true that a car company cannot put a car on the road and say, you must use our motor oil. If you don't use our motor oil, we'll void your warranty. You must use our transmission fluid. Now, that's because there are other companies that make those things that are just as good as what comes from the factory. But the problem here is that the tracks that were put on this vehicle are not Tesla tracks, and they might cause problems. So he was drawing ire from some members, even of the Tesla community, who supported the company's decision to void the warranty. Michael replied, that's the guy in the video, Tesla shouldn't claim 1 million mile motors and built like truck. Another follower of the incident made the suggestion to try the same stunt with an electric truck, implying that a battery electric pickup may be more suitable than a sedan for this type of experiment. Michael noted that Tesla vehicles are weak because his gas-powered vehicles, including his truck, have been able to handle these types of modifications without any issue. And of course, the question is, if you modified your truck that way and something went kaplooey, and you filed a warranty claim with the manufacturer, would they honor it? And of course, the answer is no, they wouldn't. They'd make the exact same argument here. So, despite Tesla's initial diagnosis that the aftermarket modifications caused damages to the vehicle, the owner maintains the vehicle's drive unit should not have failed so quickly. While it is unfortunate that the owner will be stuck with a $7,000 tab if he wants to get his Model 3 up and running, a quick read through the warranty manual would have clarified any concerns the installation of the snow tracks may have brought up. So, here's the thing. There are some modifications that people do to a vehicle that are perfectly fine. I can hang something from the mirror. I can paint it a different color. But the second you modify something and that portion that you modified breaks, it's going to be a red flag for the manufacturer to look at and go, oh. And I've written articles about this. It was a hot topic on Jalopnik, for instance. I'll put a link to the Jalopnik article below, because one of the most common ones I heard about was people who would chip their engines, and they would get a higher performance chip from some performance place and put it in their engine in such a way that it would cause the engine to put out more power. But of course, the problem is that the manufacturer's chip was designed to do things the manufacturer wanted it to do and presumably not to do the things it didn't want it to do. And the second you modify that, then you're running afoul of that issue. And so if you chipped your engine, okay, and the engine explodes, the manufacturer's going to go, you chipped your engine. We're out of here. But if you chipped your engine and the trunk wouldn't open, you could probably bring it in and say, hey, guys, the trunk won't open. And they go, oh, okay, we'll fix it. It's a faulty deck lid latch or something. The point is that the modification has got to be what caused the problem, okay? So not just any modification will void your entire warranty. And in fact, I heard the word paint in that warranty. If this man's paint started peeling on his car and it had nothing to do with the tracks that he put apparently on the rear axle, at that point, the paint would still be covered because the modification had nothing to do with or had any effect on the paint, I would presume. But that's not what happened here. So the point is that if you get a vehicle brand new and it comes with a warranty, you should do your best to read the owner's manual, understand what the warranty covers and what it doesn't cover. And understand that if you modify a vehicle under warranty, those modifications will be looked at askance by the manufacturer who's on the hook for the warranty repairs. I can tell you that I've had cases in my career where a client of mine bought a vehicle from a dealership, brand new, and goes off and owns it, drives it for a while, and something goes wrong with it. Brings it back to another dealership for work, and they go, oh, you modified it. Client goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't touched it. That's exactly how I got the car. It's exactly how I got the car. And factory rep comes in and goes, dude, car's been modified. Washing our hands of this repair. And turns out that the dealership that had the car modified it before they sold it to my client. And now that's an interesting one. Because technically speaking, the manufacturer is off the hook. But the dealership is their representative, aren't they? On some level? On some level? They're not supposed to modify the car without telling the consumer, though. And it happens. It happens. Now, I've been practicing law in the field of lemon law, consumer protection, for almost 29 years. And I see that so rarely that it is an anomaly. That's why I'm telling it to you. It's an interesting story. It's happened 2 or 3 times I can think of. Dealer modifications made without the client knowing it. Why? I don't know. But a bigger problem is when somebody gets a brand new vehicle and then hops it up somehow. And the computer chip modifications were a common one. You can also imagine things like nitrous oxide, if you want to put nitrous on your car. It might be a fun thing to do. It looks cool in the movies. It allows Vin Diesel to pull wheelies like you wouldn't believe, like actually like Hemi under glass wheelies. But you can imagine what the manufacturer's going to say the second you have an engine problem. Go, oh, you're running nitrous in this engine? Who told you could do that? So my thoughts and prayers go out to the Tesla owner who put the tank tracks or the snow tracks on his Tesla. But if someone called me with a case like that in Michigan and said, will you handle this case? I'd say, absolutely not. There's no case there. Sorry. But didn't happen in Michigan as far as I know. Man hasn't called me for my advice. So I'm just speaking to anyone who cares. Questions or comments, put them below those. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. Peanut butter is the answer.